throughout your career. How many years you played? 13?
13.
We want you to tier.
Oh, we're getting to segments.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Tier talk.
Okay.
1 to 3. You can throw in a couple honorable mentions.
Are you familiar with tier talk?
I'm not.
Okay. Go ahead, Will.
Basically lists your top 3
Okay.
teammates throughout your career.
Start at 3. And give us a little something. I don't need to hear names. I want to know why.
Yeah.
Take me on a little journey also.
And listen, this is teammates. It's not the best athletes you play
Right.
with. This isn't popularity contest. This is Randall Cobb's favorite teammates throughout his career.
We're hanging out at the locker. We're going a trip on Vegas. Hey, we're taking a trip. You should come. Those types of guys.
Guys that were about that life that might not have had all the accolades as like a 12 or something.
About that life, having fun, not so much the ball part, but the life part.
Friendship.
They
Yeah.
don't have to be the best
Chilling.
player.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the best friends you had in the
Best
locker room.
friends had in the locker
Yeah.
room. I would say at 3, I gotta say probably Jordy Nelson. Like Jordy was one of my guys. Like
Great way, I hope.
yeah, that's my man. White Lightning. He's
White Lightning.
Yeah, he was the guy. Like I learned so much from him outside of football, like as far as being a dad and that kind of thing. So I'm gonna start with him there. 2 for me, probably Brandon Cooks. Cooks was one of my guys. Like me and him kick it. Like in Houston, we were there together, going through the same thing. So like we got, we got a lot to hold on to when it comes to that. And then 1, y'all are saying not to do who y'all know who I want to put there, but I'm gonna go another route, and I'm gonna say probably don't even know this guy, DJ Williams. He was with me. We got drafted together in Green Bay, and young draftees coming in together in the Green Bay. Like we got some good times, some good stories from back in the day.
Damn.
Was DJ a linebacker?
No, tight end. He played.
Okay,
he was tight end out of Arkansas. Yeah.
Did you tell him not to put Aaron in there?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just
We know he's your god tier. That's your number one teammate of all
honorable
time.
mention, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. That's my guy.
Yeah, that's your boy.
I was trying not to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting for me to hear your list and not hear the name David Bakhtiari. I thought
he's gonna give me some shit.
He's
gonna give me some shit. But me and him I got a bone to pick with him right now because they went to Derby, and I normally go to Derby, but we had a family trip that was planned that I forgot about Derby, so I okayed the family trip.
Ooh.
So then I couldn't go to Derby, and so.
So who you mad at?
So yeah, who?
Yeah,
you
no.
Is it mad at yourself?
I'm mad at myself.
Was
I'm
you
mad
have a
at
bone to pick
myself,
with
but
Dave?
I got a bone to pick with him.
So the bone he
yeah.
has to pick with is honestly probably his wife.
Yeah, it sounds like
But I got to put it on somebody else. I can't put it on her.
We're not taking that accountability right now. That could be somebody else's problem today.
Because then when you do find out it's Derby, it's kind of like, hey,
Yeah, I blew it.
sweetheart, here's where we
Yeah, I
kind of
blew
messed up, but honestly, we're gonna do the family trip.
I blew it.
God.
So what's the bone with Bach that you're actually picking with on him?
Oh,
That he just had a great time and showed it off?
No, yeah. Well, I was in a group chat the whole time, so I know everything that was going on. So I got to see and feel like I was there, but I wasn't there. But yeah, I got a bone to pick with you. So we're going to talk about it this week when I see you.
All right.
Man, not even airing it out on the pod. I wonder what it is. I'm so curious. I'm so curious. We're going to have to find out. You want to do yours? You want me to go?
You can go. Oh, wait. I had one question.
Oh, yeah.
Brandon Cooks, he's somebody who's bounced around the league a lot, but always has like 1,000-yard seasons. Like, it always seems like if he's somebody who is having those productive of years, like he would be somewhere longer term. Is there reasons for that other than just like 1 year at a time contract situations and him wanting, maybe something a little different contract wise? I'm always so curious about that.
I couldn't give you the understanding from a business side standpoint that maybe GMs and agents are trying to figure out as far as like numbers and cap hit and all that kind of thing. But I can tell you that like he's one of my favorite teammates. The way that he works, like the way that he practices, the things he does after practice, the way that he takes care of his body, like he does everything that you would want your guy to do. Like, is he like small? Yeah, like he's small, but he's like, he plays big.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he has monster years. I love his work ethic. I love his knowledge of the game. I love the way that he goes about his business. So I couldn't tell you the reason why. And I saw him in I don't know what year that was 2020. So that's year 6 for him, I believe. So I couldn't tell you what led up to the many trades at that point, but like I got to experience him in year 6, and I have nothing bad to say about him as a teammate.
Respect.
Love that.
Respect. I'm up.
Yeah, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna give 2 honorable mentions. Those honorable mentions are gonna go to.
This is hard.
This is really hard because you know what I'm doing. I don't know if you did that. You actually did that pretty fast. For me, I'm thinking about the end of my career as opposed to like the beginning of my career. And as I'm going back to the beginning of my career, I'm like, oh damn, there was this guy and that guy and this guy. But I'll give an honorable mention to Corey Levin and Jordan Roos, 2 offensive linemen, 2 just gritty white cats that were locker room vibes, good dudes to hang out with, always, not always with a smile on their face, but like Corey, type of individual who thinks fast but talks real slow. Went to Chattanooga, like he just, everything he says is in slow motion, but he's got this humor about him that you just kind of love to be around him, and he's always down to have a conversation regardless.
Yeah.
Jordan, the thing I love about Jordan is he looks like a heavy, like a little couple too many pounds Viking, like a long beard, long hair. He is who he is, and he doesn't stray away from that, but he has a good time. Like he's got these weird quirks. We would play like this song, Christmas Is A-Comin' by Bing Crosby. And he just decided he doesn't like Christmas music, and we would have it on repeat from Thanksgiving to Christmas.
Yeah.
And it was just him getting annoyed by it, but also having fun with it and just stirring the pot with him all the time. I really enjoyed him. So I have to give them an honorable mention. My tier... Fuck.
Yeah, you're putting a lot of thought into this. I
I
dropped the ball on mine.
It's hard.
I rushed through it.
Yeah. I'm going to go.
You did come off the top fairly quick. I was like, damn. No friends.
I'm going to give my tier 3. I want to give it to Derek, but I feel like there was the play aspect played a lot into that as well.
Yeah.
So I'll keep.
It's very smart of you to throw his just name in there.
You see that? It's
put
not
it
going to
in
make
the
the clip.
Yeah,
It's not going to make the clip, but when Derek hits me up, like, you got to watch the whole thing. Fuck. Tier 3, I'm going to go Dennis Kelly. Offensive lineman. We all know him. We all love him.
Love him.
He is the devil when it comes to conversations because everything's devil's advocate. He could actually agree with you, but he's just going to take the conversation and be like, well, what about this? And sometimes you're in the mood for it and sometimes you're not.
What is that called? A contrarian?
Yeah, I guess a contrarian. That's a
Contrarian.
fun word that I haven't said.
Contrarian. Oh, I think he says
Can you
it.
spell contrarian, please?
Oh, I can't.
Contrarian. Jack, be ready. I'm spelling contrarian. CONTRARIAN.
Oof.
Let's see.
Here we go.
We got to remember those letters?
Contrarian. I hit
Yeah.
it.
Come on now.
Come on, let's go.
Come on now. Oh, y'all got handshake.
We got a
Yeah,
little
we'll come
something
up with
going
something.
on.
We'll come up with something. Yeah. A little salt and pepper action.
like
We'll come
that.
up with something.
My tier 2 is going to go to Ben Jones. And this is a very unique.
It's a good pick.
I'm actually flipping him. Ben's going to be my 3. Dennis is going to be my 2.
Oh, no.
I know.
Ben.
I know. But here's why.
Hard life out here.
When I first met Ben, I did not like Ben. I thought Ben was a people-pleasing corporate guy who played both sides but told the coaches things. I didn't trust Ben.
And he's right, because that's what, when Taylor was briefing me on the roster when I first got to Tennessee, that was the thing on Ben. You weren't a big fan of Ben.
No, I wasn't a big fan of Ben. I thought he was. I thought
he's
he
a company
was
man.
because I was a
Teacher's
for the
pet.
boys type of guy. Like I messed with the coaches, but I also was like, those guys are the enemy. Also, we got to watch out for them. They're trying to get us all, and so we got to band together, boys, and do what they say, but always, watch your six.
Right.
Yeah.
Ben didn't feel that way. He kind of went back and forth, best friends with everybody, and I just didn't trust it. Towards the end of my career, I grew to truly appreciate Ben Jones because he was not only for the boys, he was also helping by talking to the coaches. He was so integrated into the culture of the Titans that it was like another coach that had a voice with the other coaches. So it did help us out in return. Great conversationalist, gets along with everybody. He's kind of like a gatekeeper. Does a great job. Doesn't matter where you came from in life. Ben brings everybody around, and he's a massive glue, especially because our offensive line room, we had guys kind of go through their Houston process, whether it was Houston or not, but they would come back and be like, brother,
Yeah.
You have no idea how good you guys have it here. We had like one of the best offensive line rooms, maybe of all time, and it was because of Ben Jones. Like,
That's
so
right.
I'll give Ben my tier 3 nod, putting Dennis at tier 2.
Uh-oh.
I'm excited to hear this one.
I don't know who it is.
It's not
Really?
you? It's not you?
No, we said before the pod that we were going to exclude each other.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to.
Okay.
Because Will would probably be my honorable mention at the very least.
Yeah.
Taylor
Like
be
he-
top 10 somewhere in there.
Yeah. This is so much harder.
It's crazy. You had the other two and talked about them so well, but you don't know who your number one is.
I know, and I think I'm actually going
You
to
overshot.
Yeah, because I thought I had more names in my head,
did.
but now that I'm really getting to it, I was
He
like,
doesn't have friends.
Yeah, he kind of doesn't.
Come on,
Yeah.
man.
oh man, I'm gonna have to elevate everybody. I'll put Dennis at 1,
Okay.
Ben at 2.
I thought Met might be in there.
I thought about Mettenberger, and I'll tell you why I didn't put him in there in a second. After I figure out who's gonna be my tier 3 over Corey or Jordan. Jordan's gonna be tier 3. Corey committed to Beer Olympics and then decided to not get out of it, and I had to find out from Jordan that he was not going to be in it, and for that reason, he is in my
fell
honorable
down the
mention.
chart.
He fell down the
Yep.
chart. Yeah.
Like the
offensive
stock
linemen.
market is steady moving.
Yeah.
June
exactly.
Steady
20.
moving.
June 24th, 25th.
June 24th, 25th.
That's in Vegas.
Beer Olympics, yeah.
Beer-
Beer
Olympics
game.
in
Beer guy?
Vegas? I'm not. You got some tequila? What's up?
We can get you
We can-
tequila,
we can
but
get you out
imagine
there, get some
drinking
tequila in your hand. You can be a spectator. You trying to go
Yeah,
out there
you
for the
should run.
vibes?
June 24th, 25th.
Careful what you say too, because
I'm not. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna commit to anything right now because
Check, see if you have any family trips, any
Hey,
derby
I'm
trips.
gonna make sure. Yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit better job preparing myself this time
Okay,
before I just off the cuff start
Yeah.
throwing things out there.
respect.
Yeah.
So you got Dennis, Ben, Jordan
Dennis,
Ruse,
Ben, Jordan Ruse. Yeah, I think.
and Jordan really flew up the list.
Well, he
I feel like.
and then he went to 3.
But I'm saying in the short time, I feel like you've been around Jordan.
Yeah, I think Jordan made a big impact. I mean, I really like Jordan.
Yeah.
And I really like how just intentional he was with all stuff. I loved how much effort he put in the game.
This feels like MySpace top 8 right now
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
love
By the way,
MySpace
best
top
social
8.
media ever.
for sure.
I don't know.
Change my
I
layout
love
every
X,
day.
bro. I
X.
know the background, the
The
music.
background, the music, the whole
I had
thing.
Webby or
Better?
Boozy Independent.
Mm.
Maybe it was did they do a collab? You know,
MySpace
Yeah,
was
I
the
know
best
that
social
shit
media.
went
Where were
hard,
we
too.
at?
INDEPENDE. Look at us having a spelling contest out here today.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. I love this. I think that the tiers, I'm gonna have to work on mine and come back to y'all because
Oh, you want to change yours up?
No,
Have you
no,
thought
I'm
of
just
any
saying.
more?
I'm just saying. Like I don't think I understood the question before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we'll have
Yeah.
another one, a twisted
Yeah.
question after we do
Okay.
tiers
Which
up.
Mitch has been working on for weeks.
Oh,
My
it'll be
tier
good.
list is going to come.
Hold on, Mettenberger. You want to talk about Mettenberger? or
Yeah,
no?
yeah, Mettenberger. Why didn't he make the list?
Dude, so I met in a group chat with a bunch of random degenerates before the combine. And then we both get drafted the same year to the Titans. And we're at the Millennium Maxwell house. He texts me and he goes, "Hey, do you want to ride to the facility together for our first practice or first whatever?" I was like, "Yeah." I get in the car and we're driving. And Millennium Maxwell house to the Titans facility is probably a 5-minute drive.
Yeah.
On that drive, he tells me, he goes, "You and I are going to hold each other's hand through this career, spend 10 years and both be Hall of Famers."
Mm.
He says that. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm fucking gassed up. I literally live at his house. I until my contract got done, it was like July, my contract wasn't finished. And I was sleeping on his couch. We were together every single day. The reason why he falls down the list, 100% honestly, is not the best teammate.
Mm.
And I think when it comes down to the locker room, I loved Met like as a friend. Like I thought he was a great, fantastic friend.
Yeah.
But when it came to like locker room, we're really trying to get this done. I just didn't, as I look back in it, the effort wasn't 100% there.
Mm.
And that's where from a locker room standpoint, just doesn't make my list.
Damn.
This sounds like Gary Bertier's friend. I think
Gary
deserves-
Bertier, the one he had to cut?
the one he had to cut. This is
Oh.
what it
Sometimes
sounds
you
like.
just gotta
You're
cut a
missing
man
blocks.
loose.
You gotta cut a man.
Yeah.
You missing blocks like that, you gotta go. Trying to win.
Yo,
That's real.
what a movie.
I gotta rewatch it.
My tier list, and by the way, You can't go back now because I'm about to start, but I thought too Delaney Walker was going to be somewhere.
Oh, wow.
I knew that was going to kill you. I knew that was
Oh,
gonna kill you.
you let your boy off.
Yeah,
Tier
bro.
one,
There's
Delaney.
no question that Delaney.
Dang.
There's no question that Delaney should have been on that list.
He's probably one.
However,
He is
you already
one.
missed it.
I can't believe I
I know.
missed that.
I'm
I did the
sitting
same
there,
thing with
I'm
David.
sick.
I did the same thing with
I'm
David. I
sweating
did
my
the same
back.
thing with David.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you
I
hate
did. It was-
Dave.
yeah,
We
I
all
hate
see it.
I hate him. Can't
All of
stand
mine,
that guy.
all of mine, I'm thinking about has to do with the Washington roster.
And you and Delaney weren't even close.
Delaney's not on mine. I'm just saying.
Oh,
I've
that's
been
why
around.
you
You
said
thought
hey,
he
you can't
posted
take yours
him.
Yeah,
back.
yeah, you can't take yours back. Yeah,
That does make me
yeah.
sick.
Delaney's not on mine, but I just knew. I'm like, oh, he's gonna be sick when I tell him.
You know
Because
what's so
I've been around
crazy?
you guys enough to where I've heard all the stories, I've heard all the things, the fun that you guys had. I'm like, for sure, Delaney's gonna be, and you still have the relationship you have with him now, post career. So it's like, that was a layup.
That's the thing for Delaney with me, dude. Is even with Bussin stuff, like he's like so available, and we know he's there. But for what it's because we know he's so available, we're like, all right, what are we doing over here?
Yeah,
And I'm like, oh shit, Delaney. We
Yeah.
should get Delaney
Make it
to do
easy.
this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mine
dude.
are all around the Washington Redskins. Well, that locker room we had, even though we didn't like go far, you guys knocked us out of the wild. Was it the wild card round? Yeah, the wild
Yeah,
card
yeah,
round.
yeah. I remember that.
Take it easy. Yeah, fuck it. But I'm thinking about that Washington roster because we had a lot of good guys, and I'm gonna go on my political rant with you got the Ryan Kerrigans, the Kirk Cousins, Mason Foster, Deshaun Golston, like Jason Hatcher, Sean Laval. Oh my God, Sean Laval.
Man,
We
you're
get it,
having a
Will. You
moment
have
right now.
friends.
Yeah,
my
we
tier
get it.
three. My
We get
tier
it.
three is gonna be a man by the name of Kedrick Golston, D lineman out of Georgia, played a decade. He was one of those guys. He was never the superstar of the team, but he was the guy who always had the pulse and had the locker room, and had that just OG. He was like Unc. He was like the father figure, the leader, as far as like family, the Bible studies, just the all encompassing of what a man and a leader is Kedrick Golston. And I would just sit, I'd pick his brain. He'd have that Southern accent that make you laugh. Like he was the best. So Uncle Kedrick Golston was my tier three. My tier two is going to go to Trent Murphy. He was somebody that I've been around. We were around each other our entire stint with Washington when he got drafted, like in the meetings, fucking around with each other, like stuff off the field. Like we go on our little hunting trip every year, but he's somebody that you pick up the phone and you talk to him, or when you're texting, like it's like that texting style that you have with each other to where you're always laughing about something or you know where they're coming from. That's Trent Murphy. He was my boy. Somebody you could be self-deprecating around and kind of bitch with, but know that we're about that life, but we're going to sit here and we're going to bitch a little bit in the sauna.
Hell yes.
My tier one is going to go to Adam Hayward. He was a linebacker that was with Tampa for a little bit and then came to Washington. And he came like my second year to where he put his arm around me. He's like, hey, if you're going to make the team this year, it's going to be through special teams. It's not going to be knowing what to do at linebacker and everything else, because I was on P squad the first year.
Right.
And he kind of took me under his wing and I rode with him everywhere. We'd drive to the games together. We'd break down film with each other. And he was like always kind of that mentor vibe to where we were around each other all the time, where we'd bicker at each other. We'd low key argue way too much and honestly be mad at each other a lot. But because of like how close we are and how we saw everything, and Adam Hayward, video games, like in the off season, like he was the cat that I was talking to, and we knew each other. Like he was my guy with his years in Washington. So he's my tier one. So that's my list.